Saturday 12th of September, Kilburnie Park, Premier Reserve game, Wainui versus Poneke, referee Luke Cunningham. About, I'd be thinking 25 minutes into the game at least. Good penalty whistle, Luke. I like to hear that nice loud sound. It's good. So good advantage signalling, Luke, but I'll be interesting to know if any of the players were aware that you were playing advantage. I'm a bit of a way up here, but can't hear any obvious calling communication from you. So this is attacking team ball, Luke, obviously. You've chosen to be on the touchline side of the scrum. I'm going to be really interested in your running lines from here. So look how far away you are already. So if you had been on the infield side of that scrum, just imagine how much closer you would have been to that first tackle, and if they'd got through and been tackled on the line, you'd have been able to make a much more accurate decision. So if you look at your body position there, Luke, back at that ruck, you were closed off. You were looking into the ruck, you had your back to the Poneke backline who came up right offside outside you, but you weren't able to make a judgment on that because you were you had your back to them. So you got to try and keep thinking about looking sideways into a ruck, looking sideways into a maul, looking sideways into a scrum, so that you are continually looking at defending players. This scrum, I'm going to be looking at your body orientation and whether you are looking at the defending Poneke players. And I'm picking that this guy here is going to get up offside. See how you, and he was, and see how you turned your body away from the defenders. You never once looked at them. So we're going to get you to, I'm going to ask you to change that at half time and see how you feel about it. Okay, so let's look at your head and where it's pointing. Let's look at your body orientation. So I'm going to, at scrum time, I'm going to ask you at half time to stand side on and make your calls. And already then you are looking at and glancing at the defending backlines. So let's just see how you go here. Murphy's Law, free kick.
Good advantage play, good advantage.
If I was the opposition first time sort of like that, I would be up at about 4 metres and then I just keep moving forward.
Yeah.
Which is what your second pop 8 did, scrum up here. It's just being smart.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
So already, Luke, I reckon the Wainui back line is only about 3 metres back, if that. And both back lines already know that you're not looking at them, so they're just going to keep advancing. See, once again, Luke, you spent that whole scrum with your back to the defending players. What's the game last? Did you watch last night's game?
Little bits of it.
I sighed him, so I had to watch the whole lot.
It's funny, yeah.
So Harper stood up. So I'd be really interested, Luke, in what's going through your mind at the moment about what you're wanting to achieve from this line out and in terms of your positioning. We'll see how clean the ball is off the top or off out of the line out, and then I'm going to be looking at how far away from play you get. See, look how far away you are, and that's because you're at the front of the line out. See, you haven't been able to make a decision on the first one or two penalties at that tackle ruck there because you're just nowhere in sight. So my suggestion is at lineouts, particularly on a good day, is why put yourself on the touchline when you could be 15 metres infield. Go to the front of the lineout if you want to manage something, but then ask them to hold the ball, get into a position where you want to be next that puts you closer and in a better position for where you want to be next, and then away we go. And that last line out was just a beautiful example of how far away from play you can get by being at the front of the line out on a day like today.
Have a commentate, Jericho.
I'll do the second half.
Oh, okay.
Right, the second half.
That's all right. All right, okay.
Section's today.
Hey? I don't know. Steve's most of it. Like, don't know. That's all right, isn't it?
So the other thing I want you to develop is some communication, particularly around your advantage calling. I want all players to be able to know that you're playing advantage. If you've got time, also what it's for. That's going to give players confidence in you, coaches and managers confidence in you, and everyone knows, oops, and in Wellington that's called owing Ian a chocolate fish, because I don't know if you'll be able to find that signal in the law book. So is that you put both arms away up in the air, so unless you can find that signal in the law book, and I know there's one calling for a paramedic, but I don't think you were calling for a paramedic, so unless you can find that in the law book and show me, you owe me a chocolate fish. And that was a second chocolate first, I think. And at this level, Luke, you need to work harder getting to where that try scorer was. It just looks good, and if there is any dubious decision, you're in a position to actually rule on it correctly. So that's an area of your game you need to work harder at if you want to be refereeing at this level. So at this level and above, Luke, a lot of little things about a referee creates a perception of whether a referee is in control and whether he has the confidence of everybody. Just little things like being closer to the ball, body orientation, etc. So I'm going to be interested what you do here. So I think that is not good either, particularly. You need to be following a ball in. For that one day where you need to make a close decision on a ball that curls around the goalpost or it drops very close to the crossbar. So you've got to put yourself in a position to be able to make those rulings, and you've got to look like you're interested, and that just also creates the confidence in you as a referee and the perceptions of you as having everything under control. So there's some work to do. So already I've seen you glancing at the defending back line. That's great. And again, fantastic. It's changed the perception of you already. In the back line, the second 5'8" from Wainui, he's already moved back. So what you could have done then is you could have actually walked backwards with the ball and been level at least with the number 8 for Poneke then, and it would have been easier for you to come across with the ball. Rather than just waiting and looking, move back with the ball. So these are the areas where I want you to start working harder and getting that first 5 or 10 metres. You need to work really hard and then just sit back and cruise.
Asking, are you for a referee or for a player? What are you coach? Is that for after the game, for the review? Match review?
For the referee.
Oh, okay, you're doing it for the referee. Sorry, I thought you were Wainui. Sorry, that's cool. That's great, eh?
I'll upload this to YouTube.
Yep. And he'll go and do it and review.
Okay. And then I'll
haven't
on
had
the
that.
email I'll give them
Yeah.
some stuff around, so half time once we get
Yeah, I saw coaching down there before.
I want
Yeah.
him to stand sideways sometimes, the defending team, rather than having his back. See where he's pointing, isn't it?
Yeah, with no touch, Joe. No touch. Yeah, he's got his own, isn't he?
So now he's standing
Okay.
side on.
Yeah.
You can talk side on.
Yeah.
So now he's already looking at the back.
We haven't had a referee. Well, maybe they're doing it and we're not noticing. But...
Well, it's only 2 or 3 of us have got cameras.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Looking at defenders at scrum time.
Yep.
All these little things creates the confidence in the players.
No touch.
Yeah, true. So if you just play that back, Luke, and look at your body position at that last ruck, once again you're very closed off like the scrums in the first half. You need to get your body orientated up and down the paddock, so it's very easy for you to just quickly scan and flick with your eyes and look at defending backline. So up and down the paddock 99% of the time. Scrums, balls, rucks, tackles. When you go into the jockey, and you really obviously like the jockey, you are very much looking up and down the paddock, so other times you need to also do that. So keep thinking, look sideways, talk sideways, up and down the paddock, looking at defenders 99.99% of the time. So I come along to your game and I've just turned up now and I look at you and I was looking at your body orientation and what you're doing at scrum time, and I'm going, wow, that referee's got scrums and defending back lines all under control. It looks great. Oh, there's another chocolate fish for Ian.
Come on, tackles here. Come on, chop him. Side, he's got that.
See the referee's code for this?
Yes.
It's like going, to know what happened there. So let's just carry on.
We'll play on.
There's no signal in the law book about that. So
Good day, thank you.
Come on, Jack!
and there's another one.
Fish there too.
Yep.
See, I think that should be a rule. That's a good signal because you just know these things.
So those scenarios, you're doing good management.
Offside, he got that turn.
So there, that's when I want you up, and there's number 6, chocolate fish. And both at the advantage and at the chocolate fish, I'm not hearing you calling out loud enough. You need to make your verbalisation much louder. louder than your scrum calls so that people can hear, players can hear.
No problem. I think there's I reckon there's almost a rule for a law for taunting and that kind of thing. I hate when a team gets scrummed out from the other team and they're all woo, guys running in and all that. It really does my head on. Yeah. And guys, halfbacks like that, standing like that annoys me too. For a turnover.
You're not allowed to do it.
You can't, can you? Is that right? That should be unsportsmanlike. That really annoys me.
So at sevens, he would have been cindered.
Yeah, for kicking a which is fair enough. It was game of sevens, I agree. Yeah, I agree. That's interesting. But and the other thing is guy throwing it to the line out and the opposition hooker or whoever's in the front yelling and screaming and hurry up. That's taunting. Shouldn't be allowed. No, shouldn't be allowed. Hard enough for a young player to throw the ball in straight, without someone yelling at him.
So here, Luke, I'm wondering why you're standing at the front of the line out. It's attacking team ball, and you're, 22 metres away from the goalpost. If this goes wide, you're in trouble. Got away with it, but you should be on the infield side, preferably.
Too far away here. They've changed it to the guy standing outside jumping out and letting it in now, There was a lot of it inside as well. It's actually the main change of the game. Yeah.
George Briggs tried it, but he landed on the line, so no go.
But it's kind of added a new skill, and a new dimension. I like it.
Sunu! So was that out or was it in? Was it out or was it in? It was out? We couldn't go to the TMO, we were too slow.
I wouldn't know how to do it. Give it.
So that positioning looked good. Not too close, giving you enough room to manage the offsides.
What's the offload? But they're in a state. Is that the sound at the bottom of the barrel I hear in there? The dogs.
So I heard a play on call there, so that was good. Oh,
That's a good cut. Good. Gonna go. Oh, fantastic. That's fair
Turning. First thing you do when you're penalised, turn and look at the defenders, and then turn back and talk if you need to. Defenders, 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 looking at defenders, looking at defenders. That's what you've got to be telling yourself.
Well, I love a kick pass. Pass to us. I love a good kick pass. I think you knew he had advantage there.
Cody Taylor quite enjoys it.
Yes.
When you've got someone who can actually do it.
Yeah, well that's the thing, isn't it? To me it's the ultimate bit of confidence.
Oh, yes.
It's the ultimate player, I'm a professional player.
Magnificent.
Bowden Barrett, those guys.
Yeah.
It's so good. Gary. Someone's got down contact. Come on. Going to go in here unless we do some decent sort of defending. Well done. We got it. Try.
Good positioning, well done.
Come to Nui. Come on, Toby.
So I might have missed that try, Luke, and a little bit of play before that with a conversion from the last try. I think I might have had the camera on standby, unfortunately, which is very poor videoing. But I really liked your effort from the kick of following it in. But my suggestion was when it is the kick is out on the sideline to come infield of the kicker, and then as they kick, run directly to the try line, get ball in line with the near post, and then roll round.
Good boy.
So there you followed that kicking. It just looks better. It looks like you're enthusiastic. It looks like you're going to be able to make any decision that's needed to around the goalpost or the crossbar. So keep working on that. But I think you can improve it by improving your starting position.
I don't think we do anything, but I do know we're definitely getting software that cuts tape, that can cut tape off the DS, which is
I don't think we would video convert it really slow. Because I might end up with, say, 15 to 25 or something combined, and it takes about 3 hours.
You guys would have it, but it would be for professionals to cut the tape. Referee, rather than show them 80 minutes, show them here's 15 minutes, well, 50 minutes.
siblings.
On my old camera, there's an old Panasonic. When I pause it just paused it, and it's carried on some video, one video. But it wasn't on a chip, I had to download it to a DVD hard drive, drop it onto it, we'll put it onto a DVD, then upload it on the computer. It was really smart.
It's actually a good rule, isn't it? Because I mean, the teams have to video the game, so it's good that the referees have done that. Have a crank. You're up 50.
I'm glad you showed that control of that line out, Luke. Well done. But go back to the line out and have a look at your body position at the end of the line out. If you had flipped your body around entirely the other way so that you were looking at Poneke, would have been so much better.
One eyes up.
Really interested in this line out position.
Okay.
So where's the next big decision for Wainui?
Oh, where they go?
Yeah.
Where they go? They'll launch them. They'll go to the back, won't they? They'll throw.
Right, he's gone to the back.
Yeah, they'll throw deep. Generally, you do want to attack under, you don't throw to the front. There's only two men, and they'll join.
So the next big decision's in goal. He will be standing in front of most of the game.
Oh, okay, so that's not good. Yeah, okay.
Put some 20 metres away from you.
Too high.
I was glad to see you standing at the back of the line out there, Luke, so that you were in a much better position to make the next big decision if it had been in goal. So, well done. So I had a suspicion that the Wainui halfback was beside you at that scrum. Is he allowed to be in that position? So you pretty much manage the offside lines at those ruck situations pretty well. I think good play on call. All we're going to do is try and get you to get rid of that signal, but I was happy with that because I could hear the play on call from up here. So well done. So that I was talking about you managing the offside lines. There you go, nice flick ahead. I think a number of times you could be potentially 1 to 2 metres deeper and then only flatten out your positioning at the last moment as the ball clears. But at least you do actively manage that those offsides and out wide as well, so that's good. But I think you can make things slightly easier for yourself, as I say, by sometimes being slightly deeper than where you currently are.
Oh, sorry guys. Have a go, that's the way mate, love it.
So that was a nice pirouette.
They haven't stopped attacking, have they, Jacko? Shoot, sorry. Nice. In hand, come on. That's it, in hand. There he goes. There it is, come on.
Come on, you need to work hard now, Luke. You need to work hard. So you should have been there 2-3 seconds earlier.
Good try.
Similarly there for the try. So you just need to get some work going there in those situations. Particularly really working hard over those first 5 to 10 metres, and then you can start cruising. Yep, you need to pick up on that. So here's a situation where you could be 10 metres infield. Even out on the 15 you could be there, and then run straight to the goal line, get that ball on line, and then curl around, and you'd be in a much better position around any possible decision on the crossbar. But at least you're now running towards the post, so that this looks so much better as well. Oh, hang on, there he was right there.
10 all, it makes a difference, doesn't it? If it's 10 all, absolutely.
Well, the game can make an accident pretty quickly.
Oh, absolutely, yeah, that's right.
You have to assume things are going to happen.
Yep.
And you're sitting up here and you see that and you go, well, that referee's got control, and he's right there.
Yep.
That referee went back to the goal with the pass and he's dropped it, and he's dived it, and he was right there.
Yep.
Those little things. Versus, oh, you fucking see that?
Well, we had that here. It's tough. Jamie, no idea, no. DT set it up, but we definitely live stream it because people were seeing it on Facebook. Yeah.
Couldn't get a game through that call. He said it wasn't working on anything else.
Oh, okay. Well, it's going to the internet. I'm not sure about it. I don't know. But it's definitely live. Sorry. I think so, probably. It's a good control, actually. I think it might. These guys are just focusing on that. Oh, I got you. Otherwise, look at what I've done. So, the guy's useless, so that guy's an idiot. It's good. Good. Someone needs to carry.
Come on, Luke, you got to work harder. Come on, man, work harder. Come on.
Oi! Gotta put it down.
See, you need to work harder in case those kind of scenarios happen. So if you want to referee at this level, you're going to have to need to pick up your fitness or your speed, okay?
You doing the same for the Premier?
So what I'll do for the Queen's, I'll just ask the referee what he's working on.
Oh, okay. And video.
Video.
Oh,
So he might go like I'm really more concerned about tackles. So all I'll do is go riding and zooming on tackles.
Whoops, and I didn't get that on the video, but that was another chocolate fish for me. That's okay.
Oh, ragdoll. Oh dear. Oh no. We had a dance.
So I think we can do some work on your secondary signals as well. Above the head, nice and slow, just to create a perception of calmness, but also clarity for everybody as well. The other thing about the prep games is that you guys video the games, so they can just go to their own review.
Yeah, and they upload it to a central place, don't they, by Monday night or whatever it is. Yeah,
Front rows and stay there. Get them to look at good pictures around tackle, looking at first arriving players, that kind of thing.
You still calling him? You still calling him? You should. Come on, say hello. Yeah. That's one of those numbers you just have to do.
And that time you didn't actually really look at the Poneke back line, and particularly the centre was up well offside. And there's another chocolate fish. Man, I'm going to be absolutely full.
Justin was living in what number is this? The fun house. He's coaching. He's helping coach. He's helping coach. Alex! Shoulder. Yeah, he's the head coach for him and Joe Few. You remember your son, Joe?
Look at them, Luke. Look at them. You're not looking. You just did then. And that number 18 from Poneke was offside again.
The whole back line too.
Yeah.
Whole back line was. So that's where a Premier referee has got a little bit, because at least they got a touch judgment, got eyes on the game.
I still demand a Premier referee to be looking, because he will make an assessment of whether to do, because the AR will go offside and we go, yeah, thanks for that, but I'm going to play on.
Yeah, it's not that's right. It's an assistant referee.
Yeah.
Not a referee. Give it. Last one.
Yeah.
But I've always the last 2 weeks. Wow.
We were out there last week. Policeman was there, right?
Yeah, we came up with a stand, but there was well over 100. It was the week before.
I was out there too. We had like here, it's not here when we were there. Sorry guys. Give it. One more. Straight up. On the head too. Give that. There you go. Here's a go.